Something's going on, but we got it figured out. Yeah, we're getting ready to kick off some trivia in just a little bit. If you guys are just tuning in, you guys don't know how to do this, it's okay. We're going to teach you how. All you got to do is scan this QR code right here that you see on the side of the screen. That's going to take you right into our game. As we get things set up and get things going, want to remind you that we always have four. Yeah, we're just getting some mic checks going down. One sec. Oh, but yeah, so we're kicking off some trivia in just about 6 minutes. If you haven't already, scan that QR code, get set up for our game. You can also go to crowd.live. We've got our code right there at the bottom of the screen for you in the chat. And the first one looks like it's, let me get it pulled up over here, actually. I always forget. I can just get the game going over here. All right, here we go. Yeah, your first code for tonight is KAMAW. If you're watching us on YouTube, you're watching us on Twitch, make sure you say hi in the chat. Let us know you're watching and joining us. Yes. Oh, when there he is, we hear the voice. Oh no, that's a sound drop. Yeah, there's the voice.
That's me.
Yeah.
Is that working?
That's
Ricardo,
working.
check it out. See if it's working.
Testing.
Hey,
oh, yeah,
there we
works
go.
Really good. Awesome.
We got everybody
Heck yeah.
all set up. We're ready for some trivia in just a moment. And so those other voices that you guys hear, in case you guys are just joining us for the first time, we got the man, the myth, the legend, back from LA, Jeff Turbo, in the studio taking care of things.
Thanks, guys, for filling in for me last week.
Yeah, man.
All the bells and whistles are back now, so
yeah,
get yourself ready. Let me know if there's any audio or weirdness. Let me know. I think it's a little quiet. I'm going to turn that up.
Yeah, we're good. I've also got the volume right here for our backing track, making sure we're not just the way it is. We got it. Cool. Got it. Cool deal. And so, yeah, we're getting ready for the first round of trivia kicking off in just a little bit. Now you can see on this screen, we got the QR code there for you. We're switching into a little bit of a holiday vibe, right? We're out of summer, no longer doing the tiki, no longer doing the Halloween bars. Now we've got our winter vibe. And fittingly enough, we've got we got Tomb Raider. Okay, there we go, yeah. We got Bucky, we got Queen Elizabeth joining us from Twitch. If you guys are joining us, you want to play some trivia with us. As I was saying, we do have our winter theme. And that winter theme means we've also got a full round, another round coming your way about Thanksgiving. Now, this one's a little bit different from last week. Last week we did a true or false Thanksgiving edition. This week, it's a little bit of trivia about Thanksgiving, its history, some food that might be on the menu, and also maybe a little bit of pop culture stuff coming your way surrounding Thanksgiving. So a little bit of Thanksgiving mishmash, if you will. A little bit of everything coming your way about Thanksgiving. And if you get the most points, the way you get those points, we're going to have questions, 10 questions. And each one's going to have 4 multiple choices, with the exception of any that I have you type in an answer for. The faster you get those answers in, the more points you get. The more points you get, well, at the end of the round, we're going to give you a fun title if you are a first place winner for this round. Whoever has the most points, you're going to be our Prime Pilgrim. Yes, Prime Pilgrim is on the line with our Thanksgiving round of trivia. So I'll be back in just a minute to tell you more about how to play. Make sure you scan that QR code and get set for some trivia here at the Trivia Tavern. All right, y'all, we're kicking off some trivia in just a second. Now, if you are coming to us from Twitch, I'm seeing you say hey in the chat, making sure to shout you guys out. Thank you, Queen Elizabeth, for coming through. Make sure if you guys are going to hang out, watch, and play some trivia with us, so you scan that QR code if you want to get those answers in. We've got 10 multiple choice questions coming your way. Well, most of them are multiple choice. Every once in a while, I'll mix it up with a different kind of question. So yeah, multiple choice questions on the line. The way it works is the faster you get those answers in, the more points you get. The most points at the end of the round, you're going to be our winner for the round. You're going to get a fun title, and our first title on the line for our giving round of trivia, giving thanks for another round of trivia. What's on the line? You're going to be the Prime Pilgrim if you win this one. Yeah. You're going to be number one, right? You're the number one pilgrim around these parts. So Prime Pilgrim is what you're going to be if you win this round.
Got it, dude.
Yeah. After 5 rounds of trivia, whoever has the most points, you're going to be our Trivia Traveler. That's right. We're going to add up all those points across 5 games of trivia. Whoever has the most points will be the Trivia Traveler. But don't worry, you may just want to win one round, kind of get in, snipe out a round. You never know how it's going to go here at the Trivia Tavern, because you never know what kind of categories are coming your way after the first one. So here we go. We're getting ready for our first round of trivia. Make sure you scan that QR code. Get set for our game. We're kicking it off in just a moment, about 35 seconds until your first round of trivia. All right, we're just about ready to get going. Here we go. We got our first round of trivia coming your way in just a second. We're going to be playing around with some stuff up here on the screen, but don't pay attention to that. Pay attention to those answers as we get ready to get these answers in. Now, our first question, I'm going to read it to you. You're going to see the answers pop up the fastest on your devices, so make sure to keep an eye on those devices to get your points the fastest and get the most points. Now, your first question for this round, it goes like this. What flavor soup does the original recipe for Campbell's green bean casserole feature? All right, y'all. So what is that soup that it requires, or the original one requires? Is it French onion, tomato, cream of mushroom, or cheddar cheese? Once again, what flavor soup does the original recipe for Campbell's green bean casserole feature? Is that French onion, tomato, cream of mushroom, or cheddar cheese? That's all good. All right, y'all got your answers in. Coming in just a moment. Let's see what you guys went with. All right, we got 1 for French onion. We got 2 for cream of mushroom. Your correct answer this time is cream of mushroom. Yes, cream of mushroom soup is the soup that you want to use when you're making that green bean casserole. All right, let's get our next question on the board. Now for this one, I'm looking for a specific street. Macy's annual Thanksgiving Day Parade ends in front of the flagship Macy's store on what New York City street? Is that Broadway, 5th Avenue, 34th Street, or Wall Street? Once again, Macy's annual Thanksgiving Day Parade ends in front of the flagship Macy's store on what New York City street? Is that Broadway, 5th Avenue, 34th Street, or Wall Street? All right, you name it. You might get it right if you get it in time. All right, your answers are in. Let's see what you went with. All right, this time 100% of the answers going to 5th Street. Your correct answer this time is actually 34th Street. Yeah, as in a miracle on 34th Street.
No way, man.
Yeah. So
No way!
The miracle on 34th Street reference is that it's all about the Macy's Santa. So, so it ends in front of that Macy's department store. All right, y'all, let's get our next question up there for you. What is the proper term for the solution of water, salt, sugar, and other spices in which a turkey is soaked prior to cooking? Now, is that brine, glaze, stock, or marinade? Once again, what is the proper term for the solution of water, salt, sugar, and other spices in which a turkey is soaked prior to cooking? Is that brine, glaze, stock, or marinade? All right, y'all, you got a few seconds left to tell me.
I believe it's Crisco.
That's not I think turkey does taste better when you've got it slathered in a bunch of Crisco. I think that might be a good
Everything
hack.
tastes better when it's slathered in a bunch of
When
Crisco.
it's slathered in Crisco, absolutely. That's what that dude's doing in that GIF right there. He's slathering. That's a bucket of Crisco. All right, y'all. Let's see the answers you guys went with. 100% of our answers went to Brian, and that is 100% correct. Way to go. Yeah, if you put down Brian. All right, y'all. I see more people joining the stream, too. So if you guys are jumping in, make sure you scan the QR code. You can still do that and jump in for this round. We got 4 more rounds of trivia coming your way after this, too. All right, question number 4. Now, the plant-based food company, Field Roast, makes a vegan Thanksgiving turkey alternative that they call blank roast. So what's the name of this vegan roast? Is that garden roast, thankful roast, celebration roast, or joyful roast? Once again, plant-based food company Field Roast makes a vegan Thanksgiving turkey alternative that they call blank roast. Is that garden, thankful, celebration, or joyful roast? All right, your answers are in. Let's see what you guys went with. All right, we got a split this time between garden and celebration. 2-1 for celebration. Let's see your correct answer. That's a celebration roast. Yeah, celebration roast. Let's see. There's a chat in the. There's something in the chat that I don't know what all that's about. But those are all gifts. Yeah, I think those are all meant to be like emoji, right? Okay, cool. Oh, it's all good. It took me a second. I was like, I don't know what that. Oh wait, no, those are all emoji like inputs. Anyways, question number 5 coming your way in just a second. After we do question 5, we'll see how we're doing so far. So it's funny. It pops up in one of them fine, but on the screen it's good. There we go. We got those. They look like cacti. Got it. Okay, cool. I sometimes I see stuff and I just have to comment on it as I see it because I'm very easily distracted. All right, show question number 5. Let's get into it. All right, now at the first Thanksgiving meal in 1621, which of these items would not have been on the menu? So all these were served at that original Thanksgiving, except one. Was it duck, goose, ham, or pumpkins? Once again, at the first Thanksgiving meal in 1621, which of these items would not have been on the menu? Is that duck, goose, ham, or pumpkin?
Nachos Bel Grande.
This is a harder question because none of us were there. All right. So, but yeah, they should have had nachos Bel Grande.
Speak for yourself.
That's fair.
Danny, is this a question that if you knew a certain final question that you had issued months ago?
Oh, interesting. I don't know. Well, let's go over it. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Because I have a fun fact here. All right. Now the answers you guys went with. All right. Here we go. So now this time we got 1 for duck, 1 for ham, and 2 for pumpkin. Now your correct answer this time is ham. Yeah, they didn't do ham at that first thing. Here's the thing. The original Thanksgiving, we had venison, duck, goose, oysters, lobster, eel, and fish. They were most likely all served at the first Thanksgiving dinner alongside pumpkins and cranberries. There was no ham because pigs had not yet been domesticated by early American settlers.
Yep.
So it has to just do with the time of when ham was. The
Spanish had ham, but not the English.
Yeah. So I actually just was doing a deep dive on like the domestication of turkey too, and like where that name comes from. Turkey, the country, but even though it's native to North America. Yeah, even though it's native to North America, because they were just ordering birds from all over the world. They were all coming through the Ottoman Empire. And they're just like, yeah, they all came from Turkey. And so that's kind of why they got named that. All right, Joe. Oh, so I think we're getting a little feedback on our side. That's all good. All right, let's see our standings. 1 sec. Just going to throw it to Jeff 1 sec. We're getting the volume on the TV. All right, cool. Yeah, no, it's all good. We're just sometimes we get a little gremlin in the system. We want to make sure we figure it out. All right, y'all. Let's see our mid-round standings so far. And these are our standings through our first 4 questions. There they are. We once again have the Diddy Party, formerly known as Media Killers, in first place with 314 points. Real John, hey Real John, good to see you, bud. In second with 252. Turbo and Casserole getting in and joining us as well. So we got more questions coming your way and more trivia. If you guys haven't had a chance to jump into this game, because I know we have a few more watchers than that too, go ahead and scan that QR code and get into the game.
Tell your friends.
Yeah, tell your friends because it's always a lot of fun. All right, y'all, let's get our next question on the board. Question number 6. Now, what company created the first TV dinner in 1953 by repackaging a surplus of 260 tons of turkey with Thanksgiving sides? Yeah, that's how the TV dinner got started. Who started it? Was it Bento, Swanson, Banquet, or Freezer Queen? Once again, what company created the first TV dinner in 1953 by repackaging a surplus order of 260 tons of turkey meat with Thanksgiving sides? Is that Bento, Swanson, Banquet, or Freezer Queen?
The fingers you have used to dial are too fat.
Sometimes we have fat finger situation, Ricardo.
I think it was Nike.
Nike, yeah, that might be a good one. Let's see who it was. All right, now let's go over your answers for that question. Now, you guys went with 57% of the answers. Yeah, we got people jump in right before that last question. We have 57% for Swanson with 3 answers, 43% for Banquet. Your correct answer this time is Swanson, with Bento, a narrow lead.
Bento's a box. It's not
yeah,
like a
so
company,
Bento is
right?
actually what you would call the box it's served in. That's a Bento. But yeah, I think that might also be a company, but that makes that kind of box.
Yep.
Swanson needed a solution to having this 260 surplus tons of turkey and appealed to employees for ideas. One of them had an airplane-friendly compartmentalized aluminum trays that they had with Pan Am, and they suggested basically packaging them that way. So yeah, pretty
Plus,
great. Yeah,
Swanson, that's like a name that's a little shady. Like they would do that, like, oh, the Swanson.
yeah. It's like, it's like, we'll just take that meat that we were going to use for this other thing, package it up, just serve it to this, say this is what we meant to do.
Sure, it's turkey.
All right, well, now let's get to some pop culture questions. My favorite Thanksgiving-based movie, In Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, what city are Neil Page and Del Griffith trying to reach for Thanksgiving? Is it Chicago, New York, Boston, or Los Angeles? Once again, In Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, what city are Neil Page and Del Griffith trying to reach for Thanksgiving? Chicago, New York, Boston, or Los Angeles?
Danny, obviously it's the city of God.
It's a different movie. All right, y'all. Answers are in. Let's see what you guys went with. All right, this time we had 7 answers. 88% of the answers going to Chicago and 1 for Boston. Your correct answer was Chicago.
It does sound like a Second City kind of a show.
Well, the name's escaping me. What's the name of the dude who did The Breakfast Club and 16 Can? No, that's not John Landis. A different guy. But so it's written by him, and it makes sense because all those movies take place in Illinois. So if you know that, then you knew that takes place in Chicago. John Hughes.
John
Hughes. Yeah. Why
Yes.
did I say John? What did I say? John Landis.
John Landis. He was a
John
different
Landis
director.
I meant John Hughes. Yeah.
John
John
Hughes,
Hughes.
yeah.
John Landis is the
Twilight Zone, American
Twilight
Werewolf in London. Yeah.
Yeah. That guy.
Yeah. Cool deal. More trivia, bonus trivia. All right, y'all. Question number 8. Let's get into it. What song typically associated with Christmas was actually written for Thanksgiving? So I'm going to show you 4 Christmas songs. One of them was actually originally written for Thanksgiving. Was it Jingle Bells, Joy to the World, Oh Come All Ye Faithful, or Silent Night? Once again, what song typically associated with Christmas was actually written for Thanksgiving? Is it Jingle Bells, Joy to the World, Oh Come All Ye Faithful, or Silent Night? All right, y'all, you got a few more seconds to answer. All right, your answers are in. Let's see what you went with. This time we had 1 for Jingle Bells, 5 for Joy to the World, and 2 for Silent Night. This one was a bit more challenging. Your correct answer was Jingle Bells. Yeah, Jingle Bells. The other three do have some amount of
Bullshit.
Yeah. No, so this one, so there's a couple things.
Bullshit.
These three all have a little bit to do with the nativity and the whole birth of Christ stuff. Jingle Bells is one where it's just kind of like about riding around in a sleigh with like horses and stuff. It's kind of invoking. Originally, it was going to be called the One Horse Open Sleigh, but the original song that we know as Jingle Bells was written for Thanksgiving.
How did they know? How did they know Batman was going to become a thing?
That's really actually now that you mentioned
Jingle
it.
Bells,
Those Batman
Batman
smells.
smells.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, that we should really turn to whoever wrote that song and be like, you are a modern day Nostradamus. All right, let's get into question number 9. Now, Bob Marley combined reggae and gospel in 1983's posthumously released Give Thanks and blank. Answers available are is that give thanks and gratitude, give thanks and praises, give thanks and prayers, or give thanks and rejoice. Once again, Bob Marley combined reggae and gospel in 1983's posthumously released Give Thanks and is it gratitude, praises, prayers, or rejoice? All right, answers are in. Let's see what you thought it was. All right, we got a big split again. We got 2 for gratitude, 2 for praises, and 4 for rejoice. Your correct answer this time, it's give thanks and praises. Give thanks and praises. Your correct answer that time. All right, it's going to be probably a divisive round as we get into question 10. I'm looking forward to seeing who joined us and seeing maybe if you caught up to our first players. Now, your 10th question for this one, I'm going to give you 4 prices. You need to identify the correct price. This is a pricing game. Warehouse Club Costco sells millions of pumpkin pies every year at an average cost of blank. Is that $5.99, $6.99, $7.99, or $8.99? Once again, Warehouse Club Costco sells millions of pumpkin pies every year at an average cost of, is that $5.99, $6.99, $7.99, or $8.99?
I don't know.
Yes, well, you have 10 more seconds to figure it out. All right, answers are in. Let's see what you guys went with. All right, pretty evenly split between $5, $6, and $7.99. Your correct answer this time was $5.99. Are you out of your mind? Yes, it's an average of just $5.99, weighing at nearly 4 pounds. Costco pumpkin pies are more than double the size of an average store-bought pumpkin pie, and in 2023 still cost $5.99. It likely It likely costs more to make a pie this size from scratch. So
Yeah, really, that's
yeah,
incredible.
right?
I know that there's like races to the pie area.
Oh yeah, the Costco pumpkin pie is a heavily
pie race.
Yeah, pie
I did
race.
not know that.
Heavily sought after Thanksgiving item. Well, we got to the end, so now we're going to talk about our Thanksgiving winner, our Prime Pilgrim. It's time
Prime
to go.
Pilgrim!
Yeah, time to go over our top 3 and see who our winner for this round is. And again, all of these points do get added up for our overall at the end of the night, so you all got something to play for. But in third place, we got Darren Suburban Rain in third place, 310 points.
All right.
In
Personally, I think we
second,
got hosed
the
on that
Diddy
call.
Party, formerly known as Media Killers, Ricardo, hanging out with us, and Real John overtaking him. 594 points. Way to go, Real John in first place. We had Melody joining us, Cassie-Roll, Jenny, and J-Dog got in there too. So thank you guys for joining us for that round. We got more rounds of trivia coming your way. But yeah, Real John, you could add Prime Pilgrim to your many titles because you've won a few rounds here at the Trivia Tavern. And yeah, always fun to learn some new Thanksgiving facts. Probably going to have one more Thanksgiving round some point next week, maybe even a couple more questions in tonight's game. Now, we're going to get set for our next round of trivia, and I like to call this next round of trivia, Do You Have the Right Stuff for this trivia? That's right, do you have the right stuff? Because all of our questions are going to feature the word right somewhere in the question, somewhere involved or around the question of what we're asking about. So, Do you have the right stuff? At the end of this round, we will declare a winner, and they will be our righteous winner on the line, and it's coming your way in 6.5 minutes.
Shout out Mitch Dodge.
You should text him Oh, that'd be tight. Oh, yeah. No, I like that idea. Yeah, we're talking about how we're going to be sprucing up the place for our winter dealings.
Winter cabin trivia.
Yeah, we're going to get cozy. Okay, so we just did our Thanksgiving round, so I was just kind of curious to our guys in the studio, because we do got Jeff in the studio. We didn't shout him out yet, but we do got Media Killers Ricardo hanging out with us on the couch.
Shout out Mitch Dodge.
Shout out Mitch Dodge.
Shout out Mitch Dodge. Yeah. But he's not tuned in yet.
Not
so
yet.
We'll guilt trip him
we're
in the
hoping
chat
he'll make
right
it.
here.
Make it
Shout out
around.
Danny. Shout out
But
Turbo.
shout out everyone too that's watching. Thank you guys for joining us here at the Trivia Tavern.
Darren joining us at Melody
Yeah.
from all over Southern California.
And so I'm curious.
Shout
do
out
you guys,
Canada.
Shout out Canada. Also celebrating Thanksgiving in October. Do you guys have a favorite Thanksgiving food? What's your favorite food at Thanksgiving? I mentioned it last week. For me, it's the green bean casserole, right? Like, especially with the crispy onions on top. That's always my go-to. But how about you guys? Ricardo, I think. Ricardo's thinking on it. He's getting the right answer.
Yeah, I think like a really well done dark meat turkey sandwich on the day or three after.
Yeah,
With some
leftover
thick
turkey
mayo
is like really good.
And some like French bread, that $1 bread you get at the
Yes.
grocery store.
Yeah.
And then you put just the leftover turkey. It's already cold from the fridge. You bring it out. You get some Hellman's real mayo.
This is the real important stuff. Absolutely.
And then you put it in there, no toasting. You want that hard edge from the grocery store, and then the soft bread that's inside. You just slice it vertically, and then that makes a little pocket, like a
Yeah.
you know, like
almost
a lobster
like a bread
roll
bowl.
kind of
Yeah.
pocket with the two pieces of the French roll. You're cutting a French roll perpendicular, right? And then, yeah, man, that's it. That's it. And
That's
you do that
cool.
for like days.
Yeah, you can do that for
Yeah.
like meals for a while.
Right.
Yeah, what Jeff said.
What Jeff said. Yeah.
Only the dark meat, though. The white meat's just too dry. I don't know. It
Ew.
doesn't work well on sandwiches, especially.
You
I
just
don't know.
need more mayonnaise if you have the lighter part.
Right,
of
the lighter
bird.
portion just mean more mayo, and they think they're saving calories by doing the light meat versus the dark meat, but in
No,
reality, it's
it's all
turkey. It's
same.
turkey. It's the same DNA, guys. Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. But yeah, turkey.
Anyway, I
turkey,
know it was my big thought
No,
right there.
It's a
but-
good. Hey, that's made me hungry. I always like to. I always like to talk about food.
Called a rant.
Yeah. Let's see. Darren, we got Darren in the chat. I like to make a hot turkey sandwich and use the stuffing as the bread. Ooh, that's tight. I like that. Yeah, I do like a turkey scramble kind of sometimes every once in a while when it's like, all right, cool. Like I'm going to reheat this. I'll take like a turkey breast or like parts of the turkey, just chop it up, throw the stuffing in there, and then like just throw that on a skillet for a little bit. It's like, yeah, that's some good stuff. If you got mashed potatoes and gravy too, great. Just kind of making your own like Thanksgiving salad with those, but you know, a hot Thanksgiving salad. I don't know if that sounds appealing, but it's tasty.
Hot salad coming through.
Come and get this hot Thanksgiving salad. Anyways,
I like cranberry sauce too.
oh, Mitch stuck at work. Mitch is in the chat, so shout out Mitch Dodge. He said he's stuck at
Shout
work
out
till
Mitch
8.
Dodge.
I think we can try to make this round go long enough, but if not,
He's a big boss at the
What
Apple
time
place.
is it,
He
wrestling?
can Apple himself into a computer. He's surrounded by computers. They have computers all over the place. Are you
kinda
kidding
is.
me?
I
They
mean,
don't miss anything at that
Really
store.
has no excuse.
it's okay.
right?
I think we can. I can make it work. Yeah, I can make it work. All right, y'all. So yeah, we'll get it figured out in just a second. But we've got our next round of trivia kicking off in just a second. This one's 40 seconds away. We call this round, do you have the right stuff for this trivia? If you're the winner of this round, you will be the righteous winner. And it's all about things that have right in their title. Some pop culture stuff, some history stuff, I think. Just a little bit of everything. Right is going to be featured everywhere in this round. So whoever has the most points at the end, you'll be the righteous winner. Also, all of your points for this round add up for our 5 rounds of trivia to try to be the trivia traveler. All right, y'all, we're kicking it off in just about 10 seconds. Always want to remind you to be deliberate. Try to find your answers as fast as possible, but there's always that chance. You got a dreaded fat finger. Don't do that because you don't get those points back.
The fingers you have used to dial are too fat.
Shout
There
out
it
Mitch
is.
Dodge.
Yeah, shout out Mitch Dodge, Darren in the chat, letting them know too. All right, y'all, here we go. We got our first question for you. I had to start with this one too. You got it. The Right Stuff was a top 5 Billboard hit for which of these boy bands? Was that New Kids on the Block, New Edition, The Backstreet Boys, or Take That? Once again, you got it. The Right Stuff was a top 5 Billboard hit for which of these boy bands? Was that New Kids on the Block, New Edition, The Backstreet Boys, or Take That? You've got 10 seconds to tell me.
Really like to see Menudo up there.
Menudo doesn't get talked enough about when it comes to the boy bands of like that era, right? Underrepresented boy bands, absolutely. All right, y'all, let's see where we are. Let's see what you guys thought it was. All right, we had 75% of the answers for New Kids on the Block, 2 answers, 25% for Backstreet Boys. That is a song by the New Kids on the Block. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, Leo. I think that's as much as I remember. All right, y'all. The right
stuff.
All right, y'all. Let's get your next question. Now, this one, what award-winning filmmaker wrote, produced, directed, and stars in the 1989 film Do the Right Thing? Is that John Singleton, Ernest Dickerson, Spike Lee, or F. Gary Gray? Once again, what award-winning filmmaker wrote, produced, directed, and stars in the 1989 film Do the Right Thing? Is that John Singleton, Ernest Dickerson, Spike Lee, or F. Gary Gray? You can see it did blur him out in that picture for the cover.
One of the secondary characters is just incredible.
Oh, we're talking about John Turturro's character?
Okay, now that the time is gone,
Yeah.
Giancarlo Esposito's
Oh,
character
yeah,
is
yeah,
just
yeah.
like where he goes, I'm from, where the white guy goes, I'm from Brooklyn, and they'll go, oh
yeah.
dude, just why it's like 1 minute of just pure bliss of it's a monologue from him about this guy that's moving in, and he's been like just moved down the street.
Mitch, it's crowd.live.
I just put it in the chat, so you're all good, Mitch. Yeah, here we go. So let's see those answers. And yeah, all-time great movie. If you've never seen Do the Right Thing, you got to do the right thing and see you do the right thing. All right, y'all. Answers that you guys went with. There we go. All right, so we had 1 for Ernest Dickerson, 8 answers for Spike Lee.
Yes.
Your correct answer was Spike Lee. Yes, that is Spike Lee on the cover there. All right, we continue with question number 3. All right, now this one's a math question. In an isosceles right triangle, one angle is always 90 degrees and the 2 remaining angles are always blank degrees. Now, this is an answer you have to type in an answer, so you're going to type in a number, and your answers are open. So once again, in an isosceles right triangle, one angle is always 90 degrees, and the 2 remaining angles are always blank degrees. What is the number of degrees that I'm looking for? I can tell you that it's not 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. That is not the correct answer. All right, Sean. It is worded a little strange, but, uh-oh, Darren might have had a fat finger situation. We'll see what that answer looks like. All right, y'all. Let's see what we had. All right, so this one we had 45, 90, 30, and I think the 44. Your correct answer was 45. Yes, the other two angles will be 45 degrees because that adds up to 90. If you take all of the angles in a triangle, they always add up to 180 degrees.
No way.
So the other way to solve that is you take the 90 degrees away from 180, you're left with another 90, then split that in half because you have to have 2 more angles to make a triangle, and you get 45. So unfortunately for Darren, he did put 44, and fat finger can happen when you're typing in your answer too. Normally with words, this one I don't know. Anyways, yeah, it's I feel bad, but also because I know you know it, but also you got to move over to the other number.
You're
right?
so money and you don't even know it.
All right, y'all. Question number 4 coming your way. Oh, let me get it up there now. Perfect. Question number 4. What were the BC Boys fighting for their right to do on their best-selling album of 1986, Fight for Your Right? All right, what were they fighting for their right to do? Was that party, rock and roll, dance, or boogie? Once again, what were the Beastie Boys fighting for their right to do on their best-selling 1986 single, Fight for Your Right? Is that party, rock and roll, dance, or boogie?
I really thought it was. I thought it was abortion.
Oh, it's the new code. Let me give him the new code. Don't make those jokes. All right. No, I'm just messing around. I almost had a question about a different right. I'm like, this is divisive. Let's not get into it. All right, y'all. Let's get our answers on the board. Let's see what you guys went with. 100% of the answers. We got 10 answers for party. That is 100% correct. You got to fight for your rights to party. I'm not going to do it that long.
You got it, dude.
Yeah. Michelle Tanner knows. All right, y'all. I got our last question for the round. We got a clip here from The Price is Right, and it's a little cut off, but you're still going to be able to see. There we go. You're seeing the important part here now. Referred to by host Drew Carey as the Yodely Guy game. What is the actual name from this beloved Price is Right game? All right, y'all. So what is the name of that Price is Right game? Is that Cliffhangers, Yodelehi-Hoo, Matterhorns, or Mountain Men? Once again referred to by host Drew Carey as the Yodely Guy game. What is the actual name of that beloved Price is Right game? Is that Cliffhangers, Yodelehi-Hoo, Matterhorns, or Mountain Man? 10 more seconds.
This is a bingo spot on Bob Barker's Bingo Boppers, which I created. Have I sent you the link to that?
Oh, yeah. No, it's a lot of fun.
Turbo.fm, it's a party game you can play at home and everybody can do it and it's no problem. It runs autonomously. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You can just tune in, you pick a random episode of Price is Right, and then you're just playing bingo of the different things that would always happen on Price is Right.
Exactly.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's turbo.fm/bingo.
Yeah. So
I'll put it in the chat.
yeah, absolutely. Check that out. If you guys are looking for something fun to do, throw it on with a group. It's rad. All right, y'all. Well, let's go over what you guys thought was the name for that pricing game. Answers that you guys went with. All right, we had an even split between Cliffhangers and Matterhorns, each with 4 answers, and 2 for Mountain Men. Your correct answer this time, the name of that game is Cliffhangers. Yes, Cliffhangers is the name of the game. And with that, we're going to check in and see how we're doing through 5 questions. We got more players now, so let's see who's playing. All right, so Ricardo in first again, halfway through the game with 380 points. The Diddy Party, formerly known as Media Killers. Turbo, you're rocking it there in second with 378. Just 15 points behind, we have Melody. Then we got Real John with 362 points. 1 more point behind for fourth. J-Dog in fifth with 315 points. Darren in sixth. Who do we have? Oh, Brandy is joining us now. Thank you, Brandy, for joining us. 279 points. Cassie Roll, Jenny, and shout out Mitch Dodge getting into the game as well. All right, let's get things going with our next question. We got 5 more to go. We're going to see who the winner is for this round. Our righteous winner with all of our questions featuring the word right. All right, question number 6. Now, what pop star asked "Bad Idea," right, on her 2023 Billboard hit of the same name? Is that Billie Eilish, Ariana Grande, Olivia Rodrigo, or Chappell Roan? Yeah, every once in a while I gotta drop a more modern music question on you. Once again, what pop star asked "Bad Idea," right, on her 2023 Billboard hit of the same name? Was that Billie Eilish, Ariana Grande, Olivia Rodrigo, or Chappell Roan?
The free space on Bob Barker's Bingo Boppers is have you had your make sure you have
your pet spayed or neutered?
neutered.
Yeah, 'cause it
So
says
that's
at
free
the end of
space,
every
'cause he
episode.
says every episode.
That's pretty fun. I like that.
Yeah, it's really cool. You can just pick it on YouTube or what. Just search. I always like to take the youngest person in the group that's playing with you and have their birthday, and then see if Bob.
Oh,
has a
if
shout
there's
out.
an episode of that
Yeah.
day. That's
Yeah.
cool. I like that. All right, y'all. Well, let's see who maybe said "bad idea," right? All right, for this one, we had 50% of the answers for Billie Eilish, 1 for Ariana Grande, 3 for Olivia Rodrigo, and 1 for Chappell Roan. A pretty wide split. Your correct answer this time, that's Olivia Rodrigo. Yes, Olivia
No way.
Rodrigo. All right, y'all. Let's continue your next question. Now, this one, the verbal warnings police must give to suspects as they are arrested, e.g., the right to remain silent, are known as blank rights. What are those rights known as? Are they Martinez rights, Miranda rights, Montoya rights, or Melinda rights? Once again, the verbal warnings police must give to suspects as they're arrested, e.g. the right to remain silent, are known as blank rights. Are those Martinez, Miranda, Montoya, or Melinda rights?
The rights to have a little friend, Montoya.
The rights to have a little friend. That's funny. I like that. All right, y'all. Let's see the answers you guys went with. We had 100% of the answers for Miranda rights. You guys all must be a law-abiding citizens, because that is the correct answer. Or you know those too well. Shout out Media Killers. Mitch Dodge says in the chat.
Shout out Mitch Dodge.
There it is. Heck yeah. All right, so here we go. We got your next question. What hard rockers tried to catch that magic moment on their 1992 hit Right Now? All right, was that Aerosmith, Def Leppard, Van Halen, or Bon Jovi? Once again, what hard rockers tried to catch that magic moment on their 1992 hit Right Now? Is that Aerosmith, Def Leppard, Van Halen, or Bon Jovi? You got 15 seconds left.
Belle Biv DeVoe.
That's another clue.
Is it?
It's a clue.
I will see. I'm curious. You're gonna have to explain that to me once we go over it. All right. For this one, we had 1% of the answers for Def Leppard, 7 answers for Van Halen, and 2 for Bon Jovi. Your correct answer was Van Halen. All right. So Jeff, was that correct? And that was a clue.
No.
No.
So it was like it's never a clue.
Oh, okay, cool. I was like, I'm gonna learn something.
No, but Rick Astley doesn't copyright that at all. So
Oh, really?
Everybody could ever use it all the time.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't know that. But that makes sense. All right, Jill. Yeah, I guess because he's been kind of living off of that for a whole extra decade. Yeah, sure, that's
He
cool.
really gets the meme.
Good job, Rick Astley. All right, Sean. Question number 9. Now, what number is assigned to right field on an official baseball scoring card? So yeah, if you guys ever look at those like double plays, they'll have the numbers of which player threw it to which number to get the outs and stuff. So for this one, I want to know what's the number for the person in right field. Is that 6, 7, 8, or 9? Once again, what number is assigned to right field on an official baseball scoring card? Is that 6, 7, 8, or 9? Got a few seconds
Pretty
left.
good. It's pretty good.
Man, I used to score every single game, and then they stopped selling the scorecard.
Oh, that's a shame. I didn't know.
Well, no,
that.
the
Yeah.
scorecard, the booklet that I
Yeah.
used was sold by, what is it, Sports Authority or whatever?
Oh, okay.
And they custom printed that, and it just doesn't exist anymore.
They just
and
don't
the
make
ones
it
now
anymore.
are all like softball and baseball, like little league
Right.
stuff.
Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, that was something I was always curious about doing, is like going to a game to record all the stuff myself.
I can teach you, dude.
Yeah, there's a part of me that wants to do it, and there's a part of me that's like,
If I don't teach you, then it's one less person on this planet that doesn't know how to do it, and then it'll disappear as a talent and things that happen.
absolutely. I think it's a very cool thing. There's also the part of me that's like, yeah, but then I'm also taking my homework to the baseball game. No. All right, y'all. Let's see what you guys thought it was. We had 1 answer for 6, 2 for 7, and 6 for 9. Your correct answer. And yeah, Real John picked up on this too. The question number was kind of a clue. Question 9 and number 9. Yes. Yeah, number
No
9 for
way.
right field. All right, y'all. Now our final question for the round. We're going to do this and then see who our righteous winner is. Here we go. Question number 10. Now, this one, in which country did the political terms left and right originate in 1789? Yeah. Is it France, Germany, the United States, or the United Kingdom? Once again, in which country did political terms left and right originate in 1789? Was it France, Germany, the United States, or the United Kingdom? All right, tell me who we can blame for that decision. Just kidding.
That's a complete guess for me, but it's a guess between two.
There's definitely a couple of those that it feels like it could be. All right, let's see our answers that you guys went with. All right, pretty even between the left and the right side of it. So we had 3 for France, 1 for Germany, 5 for the United Kingdom. Everybody figured out it wasn't the United States because that would feel too obvious. Right, so your correct answer, we can actually blame France. Yes, France was your correct answer. Let's see if I do have a fun fact. The terms left and right were first applied to politics in 1789 to refer to the literal seating arrangement in France's National Assembly. So
And
yeah,
France is literally our longest and strongest ally we've ever had.
right, because
Ever.
they helped us declare independence during the Revolutionary War.
Fun fact, only because Marie Antoinette was smarter than her dummy husband.
Well, sometimes
Yep,
that's usually the way it goes, is that the wife
And then
is
she
smarter.
got her head cut off and all that stuff.
Yeah,
This is
well-
different. That was a whole different generation. It was like 20 years
Probably
later.
wasn't in the plan.
But I think that was the Batman quote. I think it also applies to Marie Antoinette, is like, if you don't die a hero, you live long enough to see
To be a
yourself
villain, yeah.
become the villain. All right, y'all. Let's see how you guys did with the end of that round. It's time to declare our top 3 and our winner, who's going to be the righteous winner this time. All right, y'all. Now let's see how it went. In third place, we have the Diddy Party, formerly known as Media Killers, getting second last round, so stacking up some points. In second this time, we have Real John. Real John with 705. So who was our first place winner? It's Turbo. Hey!
Yay.
What can I say? I'm a righteous man.
You are a righteous dude. Yeah, way to go, Turbo. Now I'm gonna. It's not quite 8 o'clock. And
That
so
was
I'm
also
curious.
a righteous win, too.
Yeah. Oh no, you. Yeah.
Like,
you,
it was commanded. No, like 2 points, 12 points. That's a whole question.
yeah.
more.
A whole 50, just about 50 points. Definitely a little bit of separation. Now we did have a pretty close game here between Suburban, Rain, Brandy, San Diego, J Dog,
Oh, yeah,
Melody.
the Peloton is
yeah.
definitely obvious on this one.
Yeah. Brandy also, is it Brandy? No, it looks like J-Dog. It looks like he got all 10 questions right. It was just a difference of a little bit of speed.
He doesn't want a fat
So,
finger.
well,
That's why.
yeah, he must make sure you get
Taking
those
that
answers
time.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sometimes
There's
you do-
definitely a strategy there,
And
too.
we found out last weekend, right? That was the reason why Mitch Dodge won, was the one extra answer that he got right. So that can
That's
be
right.
the tiebreaker.
It was a big deal, yeah.
Yeah.
Even when it was a tie, yeah, it always goes to the person who answered the more questions correct.
More correct questions. So yeah, so I'm gonna do a quick change because I want to make sure we have the right round. Give me just a sec.
All right, brothers and sisters. While Danny's doing that, make sure you guys are following us on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Also, hit that bell icon. Make sure it's a solid bell. And then you get a 30-minute warning and a warning when we go live. Actually, even if we're running late, At 7:01, you'll get the notification. You can tune right in, and we'll always have a 5-minute waiting period before the show.
Yeah, we
And-
always make sure you get enough time to get in,
Yeah,
get situated.
Right. So, guys,
Yeah.
tell your friends. We need to kind of have this grow organically, or it doesn't really work. Okay, so thank you for tuning in. And Danny, how we doing?
We're doing good. I got our
Alright,
next
dude.
round up, and kind of continue a little bit of the holiday theming. One thing that everybody thinks about a lot around Thanksgiving is the sales and the things that you're going to buy. So we call this next round is about iconic toys. You never see a teddy bear eat because they're always stuffed. That got an actual laugh out of Ricardo, so I'm really happy about that one. Yeah, you never see teddy bears eat because they're always actually stuffed. Well, it's too late, Mitch. I already moved it to another round, so we're going to do this one, but it's okay. We'll finish this one, and then we'll get ready with our last one. Yeah, he wants wrestling round. Well, I had to move it because I wasn't sure where we were at.
No, that's good because now he gets this. We're making him tune in to stuff he doesn't want. It's like it's like tuning in for the main card, and
Tease
then
it.
you have to look at the overcard.
And in case you guys aren't paying attention either, Mitch has been bugging me forever for a wrestling round. I know he won last week, and it feels unfair, but I told him I was going to do it this week.
That's
so
his reward.
Yeah, fair enough. And I also made it in a fun way where hopefully you guys will all get a kick out of it. But yeah, we got a whole round coming your way in just a little bit. This one's all about iconic toys. Yes, their history, their origins. Most points at the end of this round. Well, you're going to be our winner, and whoever wins that is going to be the winner of a Malibu Dream House after 4 payments of $49.99. So yeah, we got that on the line coming your way in just a little bit. A whole round about iconic toys kicking off soon.
Fun will now commence.
Yo, Mitch, where's the fresh music? What are you gonna use for the background here, man? You had all that stuff that all you have to do is render it out. You said it was no problem. You could down tempo it and render it out for us. Yeah, just 115 or less, jazzy, corporate-y, but not, Yeah, I probably,
I'm good. All right, y'all. We're kicking it off in just a moment. We got 3.5 minutes till our next round of trivia. Now, if you're just tuning in, make sure that you scan that QR code, get set up for us. Make sure you're playing along. We've got 10 questions coming your way. These are all about iconic toys. Some of the biggest, the most famous in the industry. A little bit of stuff about the toys themselves, a little bit about their origins. And yeah, if you have a favorite toy you got on Christmas, that's always a fun thing to talk about. Let us know in the chat. Christmas, if you're privileged enough, not everybody always has the same privileges, but if you had that one toy that was the coolest thing you got, make sure you let us know, because that was, and maybe you don't celebrate Christmas, you can just talk about a favorite gift you've ever received for any holiday. I always want to, make sure everybody feels welcome here at the Trivia Tavern. But yeah, we got 10 questions coming your way. I believe these are all multiple choice. I think I might have one or two where I might have you write in some answers. Let's just go over that real quick. No, yeah, these are all multiple choice. But we do have 10 questions coming your way. And whoever wins this round, like I said, will be the winner of a Malibu Dream House after 4 payments of $49.99. Yeah, because we don't got that kind of thing to give away for free, y'all. Yeah, if you guys like toys, you like the little history of some of these, or maybe just want to learn about some of our favorite toys, it's kicking off in just a little bit. Turbo, what was your favorite toy like whatever toy you played with growing up. Because like for me, video games came along and they definitely ruined certain things. But like it's like that was the
like
main
before
thing.
video games.
Well, yeah, before video games was like a big time of like, oh yeah, still getting like I remember getting a bike. That was a big deal. That's not a toy though.
Yeah, bike.
Light Bright was tight.
Yeah, I had one of those.
Yeah.
Etch a Sketch,
Etch a Sketch was tight. The
Connect 4, all the games.
yeah, oh yeah,
Like tons of Mousetrap.
board games are fun. Yeah.
Like the 3D board games, 3D board like games with like lots
There,
of structure.
there was a board game that I wanted. I don't know. I'm a little bit younger, so then I don't know if you know it. It was called
Super
13. Oh, Super Soakers were tight. But there's a board game called 1313 Dead End Drive that I used to want to
heard of it.
play so bad. I would see the commercials for it on Nickelodeon all the time. And it was like a board game where you would be going through a haunted house. And like everywhere in the house there are all these like haunted things that could like fall apart and like land on your players. And so it's like it was just basically you could accidentally get your characters killed. They were never like killed. They were just like crazy things would happen to them, something fall, and then you have to like go restart the game. And it just looked like a lot of fun. It's like especially because like I was that weird kid who liked scary stuff, like Are You Afraid of the Dark,
Right,
and Goosebumps,
right,
and
Goosebumps
stuff like that. Like I was like super like yeah, I want to play third. But and, like it just was one of those things that you never really found a lot of them in like the wild with all their pieces. Because it had so much stuff going on.
Right.
So if you found it like at a yard sale, it was never going to be the full game. There was another one called Volcano Island, or it was something like that, where it had like the little marbles.
the volcano whatever.
Yeah, my brother recently got that on a
Oh.
reproduction.
G.I. Joe and Mask. I was been big into that.
Oh yeah, G.I. Joe and Mask. So yeah, okay, cool. A little fun toy
But not
trip
He-Man.
down
I wasn't into
memory
that.
lane.
Like, I wanted to be into the things that had like future stuff, not like
Yeah.
the past like fantasy. I
Yeah,
think there's
yeah.
a big split.
It's a huge part of
And,
it.
like,
So
there's big fantasy people that are definitely not into sci-fi, like spaceships and stuff. And there's spaceship Star Trek, Star Wars people that are definitely not into like Lord of the Rings or whatever. It's
yeah,
weird. Yeah.
it's definitely there's definitely a break. We're gonna see if any of those things come up because it's time for our toy round now. Yep, starting right now. Now for this one, we're looking for a toy that was originally known by a different name. So it was a big hit in 1983. What dolls were originally called Little People? Was that the Cabbage Patch Kids, Rainbow Bright, Cupcake Dolls, or the Flower Fairies? So once again, a big hit in 1983. What dolls were originally called Little People? Were those the Cabbage Patch Kids, Rainbow Bright, Cupcake Dolls, or Flower Fairies? All right, you got 15 seconds. All right, answers are in. Let's see what you guys went with. All right, 100% of the answers this time for Cabbage Patch Kids. And that is 100% correct. Yes, Cabbage Patch Kids, your correct answer that time. All right, let's continue with question number 2. Now, what popular board game features a working Rube Goldberg machine as part of the game? Now, if you guys don't know what a Rube Goldberg machine is, you're kind of seeing one there in that picture. Is it Air Hockey, Operation, Twister, or Mousetrap? Once again, what popular board game features a working Rube Goldberg machine as part of the game? Is it Air Hockey, Operation, Twister, or Mousetrap?
It's a trap!
40% of all people know that.
No, it's all good. It's always fun. I like as we wind down. I always like talking about the thing and the wind up and seeing if it comes up.
just came up like 2 seconds later.
No, but yeah, right. So it was very much. I was like, oh, he said it. Now it's gonna come up. So answers. Let's see what you guys went with. All right, we had 3 for Operation and 5 for Mousetrap. Now, Rube Goldberg machine is a contraption that takes a lot of steps and weird measures to do one simple task. Your correct answer is Mousetrap. Yeah,
It just
would-
happens to be one of Turbo's favorite.
and it was one of the things that we
games he
mentioned in the
played.
lead up to this. So yeah, and then also that it's a trap drop is
It's a trap!
Nah, it's okay. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Sometimes what we do here in studio is a benefit to you. All right, so here comes
my bonus for you.
yes. Here comes our next question. Question number 3. Now, one of the best-selling toys of all time, which of these was originally developed to teach students about 3D geometry? Was it the Tinker Toy, the Erector Set, Jenga, or Rubik's Cube? Once again, one of the best-selling toys of all time, which of these was originally developed to teach students about 3D geometry? Was it Tinker Toy, Erector Set, Jenga, or Rubik's Cube? All right, y'all. Let's see the answers you guys want for this one. All right, that's an even split if I ever
That's a
saw
nice
one.
spread.
Yeah, we got 2 for Tinker Toy, 1 for Erector Set, 2 for Jenga, and 3 for Rubik's Cube. Your correct answer was the Rubik's Cube. Yeah, that's created with all those like moving, rotating little squares, not spheres, but cubes. All right, y'all. We got 2 more questions before we check in and see how we're doing so far. Now, here comes question 4. Now, which of the following was used as a wallpaper cleaner for 20 years before being marketed as a toy? So one of these was straight up used to clean wallpaper for 20 years before he turned it into a toy. Is it Silly Putty, Magic Sand, Play-Doh, or Slime? Once again, which of the following was used as wallpaper cleaner for 20 years before being marketed as a toy? Is it Silly Putty, Magic Sand, Play-Doh, or Slime? Got a little bit of time left.
Pretty good.
Right. Well, let's see. Yeah, so let's see what you guys went with for this one. Now, this is a very interesting answer. For this one, we had 75% of the answers for Silly Putty, 2 for Play-Doh. Everybody's head was in the same place. Our correct answer was Play-Doh. So yeah, Silly Putty, it's really good for picking up ink. And if you're doing like the Sunday, you can pull the putty off of the Sunday comics.
Yeah, it makes sense now.
Yeah, but Play-Doh, it just kind of has this quality where it was able to remove things as you just kind of roll it on stuff. And I think there's every once in a while, like you'll still see like, or the people who do these kinds of things bust out like doughs and things like that to like remove certain kinds of things on wallpaper. All right, let's get into our next question. Question number 5. Now, which of these famous board games was originally played on pencil and paper and has been published under the names Salvo, Broadsides, and Wings? Was it Risk, Battleship, Monopoly, or Backgammon? Once again, which famous board game originally played on pencil and paper was also known and published under the names Salvo, Broadsides, and Wings? Was it Risk, Battleship, Monopoly, or Backgammon? A little bit of time left. All right, answers in. Let's see what you guys went with. Oh, let me bring myself back. There we go. All right. This time we had 25% of the answers for each Risk and Battleship and 50% for Backgammon. Our correct answer this time, this has been a trickier round. It's Battleship. Yes, Battleship. When you're calling, if you put a grid, you can just do a grid on paper and start calling out numbers and play Battleship. You don't even need the board game to play it. All right, well, let's see how we're doing so far through 5 questions of our toy trivia. All right, so we got Real John in first place again with 342 points. This time we got Stelio joining us in second place. Woo! Oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups. And right behind him, just a few points. Looks like I think like just 1 point behind him. It's Darren Suburban Rain. We got Brandy San Diego in 4th place. In 5th place, it's Turbo, Jenny, J-Dog, Mitch Dodge, and Melody rounding us out. So this has been a challenging round. The points aren't as high, but who knows? We still have 5 questions. Maybe I'll ask a question about your favorite toy. All right, Sean, question number 6 coming your way. Now, which of these popular throwing games is commonly known as jacks? Gonna see 4 pictures. Tell me which one is jacks. All right, so which of these popular throwing games is commonly known as jacks? You got a few minutes or a few moments to tell me. All right, your answers are in. Let's see what you guys went with. All right, you guys 100% knew that the ball and those little pointy things that really hurt to step on, that's what jacks are. Yes. All right, let's continue with question number 7. Now, which of these is not one of the colors on an original Twister mat? All of these are colors on a Twister mat except one. Which one is it? Is it blue, green, red, or orange? Once again, which of these is not one of the colors on an original Twister mat? Is it blue, green, red, or orange? You've got a few seconds left to tell me.
Pretty good.
That was good. All right, our answers are in. Let's see what you guys thought it was. All right, 100%. Now we're all dialing in. 100% answers for orange. That's correct. That should be yellow. Yes, yellow is the fourth color in Twister. All right, y'all. Question number 8. Now, which one of these action figures once spent 15 months aboard the International Space Station starting in 2008? Yes, so one of these action figures was on the ISS for 15 months. Was it Buzz Lightyear, Captain America, Luke Skywalker, or Superman? Once again, which of these action figures once spent 15 months aboard the International Space Station starting in 2008? Was it Buzz Lightyear, Captain America, Luke Skywalker, or Superman? You've got a few moments left to tell me.
I was going to say, it's got to be Disney, right? That only narrows it down to 3/4 of them.
Right.
That's so sad.
That's definitely part of it. Let's see what you guys thought it might be. All right. Everybody in one accord? Once again, 100% the answer is Buzz Lightyear, and that is also 100% correct. Yes, Buzz
To
was
infinity
on...
and beyond.
Yeah, was on that ISS space station for 15 months. Probably did a better job than Homer. All right, Sean, question number 9. Now for this one, how many different models were featured in the original 1967 production line of Hot Wheels toy cars? So how many different Hot Wheels were there when they first rolled off the line? Was it 5, 12, 16, or 20? So once again, how many different models were featured in the original 1967 production line of Hot Wheels toy cars? 5, 12, 16, or 20? All right, answers in. Let's see what you guys thought it was. All right, this time we have an even split between 12 and 16. 4 for each. Your correct answer was 16. Yes, 16 in that original line of Hot Wheels. All right, we got one more question to go, and then we're going to see who our toy genius is, who's winning that Malibu Dream House after 4 payments of $49.99. All right, y'all, now for this last question, which of these toys dates back to 440 BC, where Greek records describe them being made out of wood, metal, or painted terracotta? Answers available are dominoes, hula hoop, puzzles, or yo-yo. Once again, which of these types of toy dates back to 440 BC, where Greek records describe them being made out of wood, metal, or painted terracotta? Was it dominoes, hula hoop, puzzle, or yo-yo? About 10 seconds left. All right, here we go. We got those answers in. Let's see what you guys thought it was. All right, this time it was a closer split. This time we had 4 for dominoes, 1 for puzzles, and 3 for yo-yo. Your correct answer this time is Yo-yo. Yeah, yo-yos date back all the way to ancient Greece, 440 BC. So they've been walking the dog for a little while. All right, y'all. Let's see how we did after 10 questions in our third round. After this, we're going to see how we're doing overall as we get closer to being declaring a Trivia Traveler. But first, in third place, we have Mitch Dodge. Way to go, Mitch Dodge, coming back in to get third place in that round. In second place, we have Jenny. Jenny moving up the boards. Way to go. 599 points for Jenny, getting those points. And in first place, Real John. So Real John stacking up those points, winning twice. And so yeah, Real John, you know where to hit me up if you want to get that Malibu Dream home just after 4 easy payments of $49.99. All right, y'all. We had Suburban Rain just 2 points behind Mitch Dodge in fourth place, and Turbo right behind Darren, 528 points. Brandy right behind there too, 2 more points to her score. Steelio 498. J Dog Melody rounding us out in our top 10. All right, y'all. We do have our next round of trivia coming your way in just a moment. And Mitch Dodge has been asking me for it for some time, so I decided to finally deliver on it. But don't worry, there's going to be lots of stuff for everybody along this round, and you can always make your best educated guess. I like to call this next round of trivia, finally, a trivia about wrestling. Shout out Mitch Dodge. All right, Sean, we are kicking off this round of trivia in 6.5 minutes, and I'll see you guys in just a moment to talk a little bit more about it.
Matt Damon.
Shout out Mitch Dodge.
Shout out Mitch Dodge. You know, while we're waiting for this countdown, I feel like maybe now's a good time to just check in on our overall standings. I forgot to do that part. So let's look at them. There we go. We got our top 3 so far. We got Real John.
Look at that. The Real John's got a significant lead.
Yeah, Real John always knows his trivia stuff, so I'll be
Me
interested
and Darren
to
are
see.
neck and neck, and Jenny isn't far behind.
No, yeah. I'm really curious to see how he's going to do, but everyone's going to do it this round, because I did try to stick with people that, you know, everybody knows to some degree, like they're at least semi-famous, not
I
like
like
that
how the
deep.
logo in the corner, and I don't know, I mean, maybe I'm giving something away here, Danny, but that's a WWF logo.
It is. So, yeah, we do have a little bit of some classic stuff. We'll talk about more of that in a second.
Sounds classic.
Yeah, but we'll get into that in a second. So, yeah, you and Darren right there, neck and neck, separation of 50 points. Jenny's just right behind. Ricardo did have to separate from us, but, you know, he still has his points, so he's doing pretty well, even though he didn't play in that last round. Brandy, she joined us a little bit late, so she's getting her points. You never know. Brandy, a former winner. She's kicked butt in this game, so we have a chance to always see her take it. I would love if she somehow squeaks us out for Mitch. So here's a fun thing. So now as we talk about this round, yeah, so now as we talk, oh, that's the wrong button. So now as we talk about this round, I think what would be really funny is, yeah, if somebody does beat Mitch, I did make it in a way. Oh, you know what? My countdown time. There it goes. For a second I was thinking the wrong countdown timer. Anyways, you know, I always do that thing of like putting in answers to try to like throw you off, and I'm hoping that he's gonna jump the gun on some of these and get to the wrong answer faster. So we'll see. But you never know. You never know how it's gonna play out.
Oh my gosh, if Catherine Worsham, if you are in the Facebook chat, you need to just come over to YouTube and scan the code and play along with us. Thank you for joining, Catherine. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Catherine, jump in. We got and like so, and just so you guys do want to stick around. If wrestling is not your round, I promise it might not be everybody's. After this, we're gonna have a round. Yeah, after this, we're gonna have a round all about music, specifically music that features November somewhere it somewhere plays into it. So November
I see,
music
I
is going to
see.
be a big part of it. We'll talk
But
about
Danny,
that more.
everyone knows that even your most wrestling round ain't gonna be that wrestling.
Yeah, well, also too, like, it's always multiple choice. Always make your best guess. I always encourage you, like, take a guess. You'd be surprised at how much stuff you might accidentally pick up just from having either been around it or kind of tertiarily knowing some things. And yeah, I promise you, it's not going to be that dramatic. All right, y'all. So let's get into it in about 2.5 minutes. I'm going to get myself another drink. If you guys are having drinks at home, make sure you let us know what you're drinking, because I always like to know that. It is the Trivia Tavern, after all. That's all good. All right, y'all. We're kicking off our next round of trivia in less than 40 seconds. If you guys happen to have a favorite wrestler too, because I know I do. If you have a favorite wrestler, make sure to shout it out in the chat. Peace, Helio. I hope you do stick around. Like I said, it's not too crazy. But we do have a music round of trivia coming up after this. Let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah. So Steel, Mitch, don't test that kitty. Yeah, Steel. They know. We're all friends here. All right, y'all. Trivia kicking off in 10 seconds. I've got your round of trivia coming your way, all about wrestling. I didn't say it was on the line, but the winner of this round, well, they're going to be the undisputed trivia champ until the next round where we dispute that. So here comes your first question. Yeah, here comes your first question. For this one, I just want you to name the person you see on the screen. What is the name of the beer-swilling Attitude Era superstar seen here? Is that Fang McFrost, Chili McFreeze, Stone Cold Steve Austin, or Otto Von Ruthless? Once again, what is the name for the beer-swilling Attitude Era superstar seen here? Is that Fang McFrost, Chili McFreeze, Stone Cold Steve Austin, or Otto Von Ruthless? It's never been more appropriate to come back drinking a beer from a question.
Right, the banquet.
Right. Answers available, answers you guys went with. All right, 100% of our answers turned in were for Stone Cold Steve Austin. Your correct answer. Yeah, it's right there on the vest. I didn't notice that until you pointed it out, but it is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
But
so yeah,
it just says
see,
Austie.
It
You
ju-
should
that's
have put
fair.
Austie Spumani or
Here's
something on
here's what's funny about all these names were that when Stone Cold was like, oh yeah, what if we came up with like a name where it's like I was a Stone Cold killer? He pitched Stone Cold Steve Austin, and these were the other names that they gave him because they didn't get that he was like trying to be a killer, so they thought he wanted to do something cold based. So they legit gave him names like Fang McFrost and Chili McFreeze as like names that he could also go with. He was like, no, you guys kind of missed this. All right, y'all. Here we go. We got your next question for you on this one. All right. Now, traditionally, how many men or women participate in the annual Royal Rumble match for a chance to headline WrestleMania? Now, answers available are 20, 30, 40, and 50. All right, so once again, traditionally, how many men or women participate in the annual Royal Rumble match for a chance to headline WrestleMania? Is that 20, 30, 40, or 50? All right, answers are in. Let's see what you guys went with. All right, this time, smaller split. We got 3 answers for 20, 1 for 30, 1 for 40. Your correct answer was, traditionally it's 30 participants in a Royal Rumble. That's right. So 30 is how many people will get into that match. Typically, 29 of them are eliminated, and a final winner maybe gets to headline WrestleMania. All right, so now for this one, I've got the name of a manager, and this one is Paul Bearer. So Paul Bearer was the manager of which WWF superstar? Was that Hillbilly Jim, Big John Studd, the Honky Tonk Man, or the Undertaker? So once again, Paul Bearer was the manager of which WWF superstar? Hillbilly Jim, Big John Studd, the Honky Tonk Man, or the Undertaker? Now that we have just 10 seconds left, I'll give you guys a little bit of a clue. His name is kind of the clue.
You know, everybody remembers 1998. You know, when they had Hell in a
Hell in a
Cell,
Cell, yeah.
right?
Well,
And
let's
it
see.
involved this guy and
Well, we'll see. Maybe we have some more information coming about that. All right, y'all, but let's see our answers. We had 100% of the answers for The Undertaker, and that is 100% correct. Yes, Paul Bearer, as in a pallbearer, like, you know, at a funeral. So who does it make sense for him to manage? That's right, The Undertaker. All right, y'all, question number 4. Now, despite being born in Canada, which kilt-wearing WWF wrestler was billed as being from Glasgow, Scotland? Answers turned in, or answers available for you are Bret the Hitman Hart, Roddy Piper, Davey Boy Smith, or Ravishing Rick Rude. Once again, despite being born in Canada, which kilt-wearing WWF wrestler was billed as being from Glasgow, Scotland? Was it Bret the Hitman Hart, Roddy Piper, Davey Boy Smith, or Ravishing Rick Rude?
you're missing Duh Maniac.
One more time.
You're missing Duh Maniac.
Duh Maniac.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Duh
I'm...
Maniac.
Oh. I'm not sure what you're putting down there. All right, let's see the answers you guys went with. All right, so this time we had 1 for Bret the Hitman Hart and 5 for Roddy Piper. Your correct answer was Roddy Piper. Yeah.
And he played Duh Maniac as a wrestler in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia
Oh.
for like a recurring character.
That's such a
until
fight.
his death.
That is one of those things that, like, Always Sunny is one of my hugest blind spots because now it's been on the air for
Dude, you need to
so long.
study it.
Yeah, I gotta check that out. All right, y'all. Question number... Is that the one with the trash man? The garbage man?
Yes, that's Danny
I remember Danny
DeVito
DeVito as part of it. Yeah. All right. I forgot that Roddy Piper was in that. All right, y'all. Let's get another question up on the board for you. All right. Now, this is the legendary Chyna. And she was often billed with what nickname? Was it the Eighth Wonder of the World, the Glamazon, the Nightmare, or the Enforcer? Once again, this is the legendary Chyna, and she was often billed with what nickname? Was it the Eighth Wonder of the World, the Glamazon, the Nightmare, or the Enforcer? All right, answers turned in. Let's see what you guys went with. All right, this time we had 2 for the Eighth Wonder of the World, 3 for the Glamazon, and 1 for the Enforcer. Your correct answer, that is the Eighth Wonder of the World. Yes, Chyna, the Eighth Wonder of the World. All right, we're going to check in and see how things are going so far. Also, Glamazon is Beth Phoenix, and the Nightmare is one of the nicknames for current wrestler Rhea Ripley. All right, y'all, let's see how we're doing so far. And yeah, no surprise, Mitch Dodge is in first place so far, but we do have Suburban Rain in second with 373, and Turbo with 285, just behind Real John, Brandy, San Diego, just there too. So we're going to keep seeing how things go. Whispering for the tables. That's a great name for our wrestling round. All right, y'all. Let's get our next question on the board for you. All right, now what is the name of the championship title held here by Puerto Rican star Bad Bunny after he won this title and performed on SNL wearing it? Yeah, Bad Bunny recently won a WWE title. What was its name? Was it the Anytime, Anywhere Championship, the Ready to Rumble Championship, the 24/7 Championship, or the Hardcore Championship? Once again, what is the name of this championship title held here by Puerto Rican star Bad Bunny after he won the title and performed on SNL wearing it? Was it the Anytime, Anywhere Championship, Ready to Rumble Championship, the 24/7 Championship, or the Hardcore Championship? All right, let's see what you guys went with. All right, this time we had 1 for Anytime, Anywhere, 2 for Ready to Rumble, and 3 for 24/7. Your correct answer, that is the 24/7 title. Now, wrestling is very silly and very stupid often, and this was one of my favorite.
This is often.
This is one of my favorite very silly, very stupid things. This was a whole title that as long as there's a referee nearby, anyone could just pin you for it, and if they counted to 3, you just became the champion holder. One dude named R-Truth held it 47 times. It was quite hilarious because it is a comedy sport. All right, y'all, let's get into question number 7. All right, y'all. Now, what is the name of this wrestler at this time of his career before he would go on to become the final boss? All right, so that might be somebody who looks familiar, but what was their name? Was that Rocky Johnson, Rocky Maivia, Rocky Roxon, or Rocky Fatu? Once again, what is the name of this wrestler at this time of his career before he would go on to become the final boss? Was that Rocky Johnson, Rocky Maivia, Rocky Roxon, or Rocky Fatu?
Pretty good.
Yeah, Mitch definitely knows this one. This was one I was trying to hope to catch him on like a too fast kind of situation. All right, let's see what you guys went with. All right, we had 3 for Rocky Johnson, 3 for Rocky Maivia. Now, your correct answer this time was Rocky Maivia. Yes, Rocky Johnson was actually his father, and his father's a professional wrestler, but on his mother's side, his grandfather was also a famous professional wrestler under the name of King Maivia, so he combined both his father's name and his grandfather's name to be Rocky Maivia. All right, y'all, we got 3 more questions for this round. Question number 8. Now, which classic WWF wrestler carried and displayed his own $1 million championship belt as part of his millionaire gimmick? Which of these names sounds like the name of millionaire? Is that Rick Rude, Ted DiBiase, Ric Flair, or Davey Boy Smith? Once again, which classic WWF wrestler carried and displayed his own $1 million championship belt as part of his millionaire gimmick? Was it Rick Rude, Ted DiBiase, Ric Flair, or Davey Boy Smith? All right, answers in. Let's see what you went with. All right, even split again. We had Ted DiBiase and Ric Flair as our 2 most popular answers. Your correct answer this time was Ted DiBiase. Yes, Ted DiBiase, the $1 million man, famous for challenging children. He'd say, I'd give you $100 if you can dribble this ball 10 times. And as a kid was dribbling it and got to 8, he would knock it out of his hand because he was that much of a jerk. All right, Sean, question number 9. What was the name of the legendary all-women's wrestling promotion that featured Jackie Stallone as the kayfabe owner? Now, I'm going to explain this word kayfabe just before I give you the answers available. Kayfabe means, like, in the world of wrestling, how it's all scripted and all that. They present this person as the owner. They don't actually own the show, but they're the person who makes all the calls, right? The boss of the show, as it were. Now, what was the name of that legendary all-women's wrestling promotion that featured Jackie Stallone as the kayfabe owner? Was that Shimmer Women Athletes, the Ladies Professional Wrestling Association, or LPWA? Was that the Women's Wrestling Association, the WWA, or the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, GLOW? Once again, what was the name of the legendary all-women's wrestling promotion that featured Jackie Stallone as the kayfabe owner? Was that Shimmer? Was that Ladies Professional Wrestling Association? Was that Women's Wrestling Association? Or the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling? All right, answers
don't know.
in. Let's see what you thought it might be. 100% of the answers for GLOW, the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. They made a Netflix show about it and everything. It is GLOW, the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. And Jackie Stallone, when I say that, that is Sylvester Stallone's mom. Sylvester Stallone's mom was the kayfabe owner on the show back in the day. All right, y'all. Now let's get your last question and see how you guys do at the end of this. Now for this one, I'm talking about a movie. In which dance movie does former WWE star Kevin Big Sexy Nash play a character nicknamed Tarzan? Is it Dirty Dancing, Magic Mike, Step Up, or You Got Served? Once again, in which dance movie does former WWE star Kevin Big Sexy Nash play a character nicknamed Tarzan? Dirty Dancing, Magic Mike, Step Up, or You Got Served? All right, your answers are in. Let's see what you guys thought it was. All right, we had 1 for each Dirty Dancing and Step Up and 4 for Magic Mike. Your correct answer this time is Magic Mike. Yes, Magic Mike was your correct answer for that question. All right, it's time to see how people did. We did have you guys getting a few of those answers along the way, so it wasn't so painful. Let's see our top 3 and declare our undisputed trivia champ until the next round. All right, in third place, we had Darren Suburban Ray. Hey, in third place for Darren with 543 points. In second, Brandy San Diego. Yes, so way to go, Brandy. You did definitely know your wrestling stuff. And in first place, Mitch Dodge.
Personally, I think we got hosed on that call.
813 points. Hey, I told him I was going to do it for the longest time, so I want to make sure we did it. But everybody who did play got at least the 300 points in that round. So way to go for getting those answers in. Real John, 443 points. Threw you a curveball with that round. Sorry, Big John, but I think your points are going to hold up as we get ready for our last round of trivia. Yeah, Mitch mentioning too that the 24/7 belt was crazy. It's just a dumb, silly thing that was a lot of fun for a little while. All right, y'all, but we have 1 round of trivia to go. After that, we're going to declare our trivia traveler, our player with the most points for the whole game. We're also going to declare 1 more winner of the round. So Mitch Dodge, you are the undisputed trivia champ until the next round. And that next round, it's finally here, my friends. We have our final round coming your way. This one's about music. I call this round Songs You Might Not November. That's right. These are all songs that feature November or all about artists that have November in titles of their music. Most points at the end of this round. Yeah. I don't know if you're familiar with the band The Decemberists, but we're going to start a new band. So the winner of the next round, well, you're going to be one of the new founding members of the Novemberists. And that is kicking off in just about 6.5 minutes. All right, y'all. We're kicking off our next round in just a little bit. Get yourself cozy. Get ready. 1 more round of trivia coming your way. And this one's all about music. All right, y'all. We are almost ready for our last round of the night. Before we kick that round off, just always want to say once again, thank you guys for everybody who's tuned in and played along, I should say, throughout the evening. Whether you're playing all night or you just join us or play at the beginning of the night, we're just super thankful that anybody hangs out, plays some trivia with us here at the Trivia Tavern. Always want to remind you guys, do all that good stuff. Make sure you like us. Make sure you subscribe. The liking and subscribing and the sharing and all that means a tremendous amount. So if you guys do that, that really helps us out here at the Trivia Tavern. Yeah, just more people
also,
find
Danny,
it.
thank you. So for putting all that up.
Yeah,
you create all these questions is great. Everything's great, man.
It's like you guys know me by now. I just like to have. I saw a meme today. I was just like, I'm just like a chill little guy. It's like you guys don't get it. I just want to have fun, make some trivia, and just be a chill little guy. And so part of that is I like entertaining you guys. If you guys are entertained by me, I appreciate you guys just coming in and hanging out with us. So thank you, Turbo, for helping us get it going. Thank you for providing all the things that
Can't
you
do
to
without
make sure.
you, Med.
Yeah, and so we always have a good time here at the Trivia Tavern, and I hope you guys do too. And if you do, please make sure you're doing all that stuff like liking us, following, and subscribing, staying notified about when the next time you can catch the Trivia Tavern. All right, so we got a whole round of trivia coming your way in just under 2.5 minutes. This is our music round, songs you might not November. Questions all about songs and artists that feature November in their music. The most points at the end of this round will be a founding member of the Novemberists, a new band that I'm deciding to create to try to take on the Decemberists. It'll be a great rock and roll rock off. Maybe. Who knows? We'll see. Either way, we've got 2 minutes kicking off until this round. Now, this one, we're not going to talk about too many songs that feature the word November because there are probably going to be questions in this round. But, I definitely do. I'll ask you this, Turbo. Do you feel like the time of the year affects the type of music you listen to? Like,
oh, yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, what do you like to listen to around this time of
minor
year?
tones. Like right now?
Yeah.
I try to avoid music right now.
Oh, interesting.
But I'm around it a lot. I try to avoid music all the time because of what I do is always music.
That's
so like when I'm not doing, it's mostly television, movies. And
oh no,
stuff
yeah,
like
I'm the same way,
YouTube,
same thing.
Yeah.
Like I also DJ weddings and stuff like that, and so
Right.
there's definitely
you get so absorbed in music, you got to dismiss.
well, it's just
yourself a
different,
little bit.
right? It's
Yeah.
like you approach it like, hey, this is a job sometimes. But then there are times where it's like, okay, if I'm gonna play something, like I like a lot of like classic, like sample based hip hop.
Yeah.
But a lot of the year times at this time of the year, I'm listening to less of that sample based hip hop and listening to more of like the vibey, like Thundercat, jungle, like that retro, like that new retro groove kind of sound that they're putting out. So that's what I'm into this time of the year. Yeah, but there's lots of great stuff coming around. So yeah, if you guys mix it up with what kind of music you listen to around the different times of the year, let us know, because that's the way I'm too. Like in the summer, that's what I'm all about, sample-based hip-hop. I want more samples, mixes, and stuff like that, as much as I can get in my bloodstream. All right, y'all, 30 seconds away. Now, again, all of these songs or all of these artists will have either used November in one of the titles we're looking for or has a song, and we're going to be asking something about them tangentially. But they're all featured with the word November in them, with the exception of one, at the very end of the round. All right, y'all, here comes our first question. It's coming our way in just under 10 seconds. Let's get ready for our first question of this round. All right, here we go. All right, now, whose 2020 single, Evermore, begins with the lyric, Gray November? All right, now, who is it? Is it Katy Perry, Olivia Rodrigo, Taylor Swift, or Miley Cyrus? So one of these artists has a song from Evermore that begins with the lyric, Gray November. Is it Katy Perry, Olivia Rodrigo, Taylor Swift, or Miley Cyrus? All right, which one of them released a song that starts with that lyric in 2020? Oop, that's the wrong button. There we go. That's just showing you what people have answered so far. Maybe that's a hint, maybe it's not. But if you haven't got your answer in yet, now is the time to do so. Okay, answer's in. Yeah, it looks the same. All right, for this one, we had 3 for Taylor Swift, 1 for Katy Perry, and 1 for Miley Cyrus. That is a Taylor Swift song. Yes, Taylor Swift released Evermore in 2020. All right, y'all. Question number 2. Now, what legendary rock band reminded listeners that nothing lasts forever on their 1991 hit, November Rain? All right, who's responsible for November Rain? Is that Metallica, Def Leppard, Guns N' Roses, or Motley Crue? Once again, what legendary rock band reminded listeners that nothing lasts forever on their 1991 hit November Rain? Metallica, Def Leppard, Guns N' Roses, or Motley Crue? All right, your answers are in. Time to go over them. There they are. All right, this time we had 1 for Metallica and 4 for Guns N' Roses. Your correct answer this time was Guns N' Roses. Yes, Guns N' Roses. Oh no, Mitch Dodge with a fat finger situation. Sometimes that does happen. You gotta always be deliberate. Yes, don't want to hear that sound. All right, y'all, question number 3. Now, what legendary hip-hop group featured Gone Till November singer Wyclef Jean? So yeah, Wyclef Jean has a song Gone Till November. Who was he a part of before that? Was that the Wu-Tang Clan, the Fugees, De La Soul, or NWA? Once again, what legendary hip-hop group featured Gone Till November singer Wyclef Jean? Was that the Wu-Tang Clan, the Fugees, De La Soul, or NWA? I forgot to hit that key. You guys just watch me wipe my brow. It's all good. It's all good. Sometimes I get a little...
Now that you pointed it out, it's like a Streisand argument.
Right? Yeah. No, it's all good. Every once in a while, I forget to hit that, and it's like, ooh, okay, yeah, I'm still up there. All right, y'all, let's see what you guys went with. All right, this time we had 1 for Wu-Tang and 4 for Fugees. Your correct answer was the Fugees. Yes, Fugees was your correct answer. The Score, one of my all-time favorite albums. All right, y'all, keep going with question number 4. Now, which folk singer tells the tale of a November naval disaster in his beloved 1976 song, The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald? Was that John Denver, Gordon Lightfoot, James Taylor, or Harry Chapin? Which folk singer tells the tale of a November naval disaster in his beloved 1976 song, The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald? Was that John Denver, Gordon Lightfoot, James Taylor, or Harry Chapin? 10 seconds left. The board's far enough away that I keep accidentally missing the button. It's all good. All right, y'all, here we go. Now we got your answers in. No, it's all... Yeah, there you go. There, it's much better now. All right, now we got 1 for John Denver, 4 for Gordon Lightfoot. Your correct answer this time was Gordon Lightfoot. Yes, Gordon Lightfoot passed away in 2023. All right, question number 5. We'll do a mid-round check-in after this. Now, what country music duo salutes the troops on their 2006 single, 8th of November? All right, y'all. So who salutes the troop with 8th of November? Some of the music video pictured here. Answers available are Big and Rich, Brooks and Dunn, the Bellamy Brothers, and the Brothers Osborne. Once again, what country music duo salutes the troops on their 2006 single, 8th of November? Was that Big and Rich, Brooks and Dunn, the Bellamy Brothers, or the Brothers Osborne? 10 more seconds. All right, answers in. Let's see what you guys went with. All right, we had 2 each for Big and Rich and Brooks and Dunn, and 1 for the Brothers Osborne. This time, your correct answer was Big and Rich. Yes, of Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy fame. All right, let's see how we're doing through 5 questions. Now, so far, we got Real John in first place with 348 points, but just behind him, we have Whispering for the Babies. We'll keep it down. But yeah, Whispering for the Babies with 339 points. We got Turbo in third, and we got Mitch Dodge and Darren rounding us out. But yeah, Mitch, just under 300 points, so it'll still be anyone's game as we find out what happens in the back half of this round. All right, y'all, let's get our next question up there for you. Question number 6. Now, for this one, we're looking for a brand. What streetwear brand did Odd Future co-founder and November rapper Tyler the Creator established in 2011? So again, we're looking for a brand for this one. Is it Golf Wang, Billionaire Boys Club, Fat Farm, or Bogey Boys? Once again, what streetwear brand did Odd Future co-founder and November rapper Tyler the Creator establish in 2011? Was it Golf Wang, Billionaire Boys Club, Fat Farm, or Bogey Boys? Interested to see how your answers go on this one. All right, for this one, we had 3 answers for Golf Wang, 1 for Billionaire Boys Club, and 1 for Fat Farm. Your correct answer, I'm glad you guys were able to pick out the funny one. It's Golf Wang. Yeah, Golf Wang is the name of that brand, and we did have 3 people get that right, so way to go. All right, y'all, question number 7. Emo rock band The Blank November formed in New Jersey in 2001. So what's the name for this band? Is it the Endless November, the Early November, the Late November, or the Long November? Once again, emo rock band The Blank November formed in New Jersey in 2001. Was that the Endless November, the Early November, the Late November, or the Long November? Thank you for the, what's the word I'm looking for? The editorial, Mitch Dodge. Kind of shitty band, though. Not gonna lie. That's very. They were definitely one of those like came and went kind of thing. At least in my orbit. Hey, if you like this band, power to you. I really don't care that much. All right, your answers. We had 1 for each answer, but an extra 1 for the early November. Your correct answer this time was the early November. Yes, the early November. All right, y'all. We got 3 more questions to go. Question number 8 for you. Now, what British new wave singer roared his way to the UK top 20 in 1990 with the song November Spawned a Monster? Is that Morrissey, George Michael, Elvis Costello, or Howard Jones? Once again, what British new wave singer roared his way to a UK top 20 hit in 1990 with the song November Spawned a Monster? Was that Morrissey, George Michael, Elvis Costello, or Howard Jones? You've got 10 seconds left to tell me. All right, your answers are in. Let's see what you guys went with. All right, 100% the answers this time for Morrissey, and that is 100% correct. Yes, Morrissey, your correct answer that time. All right, 2 more to go. Let's keep going. Question number 9. What lucky singer-songwriter states, "No way November will see our goodbye" on 2001's St. Patrick's Day from his debut album, Room for Squares? All right, so a lot of clues in there. Is that Jack Johnson, Jason Mraz, John Mayer, or Rob Thomas? Once again, what lucky singer-songwriter states, "No way November will see our goodbye" on 2001's St. Patrick's Day from his debut album, Room for Squares? Was that Jack Johnson?
I don't know.
Jason Mraz, John Mayer, or Rob Thomas? You got 5 seconds left. All right, answers in. Let's see how you did. All right, this time we got 1 for Jack Johnson, 3 for John Mayer, and 1 for Rob Thomas. Your correct answer this time was John Mayer. Yes, John Mayer was your correct answer. All right, we're on to our last question. After this, we will declare our number 1 player for the round, our founding member of the Novemberists. We'll also find out who our trivia traveler is. And as I mentioned, all of these had November in their titles with the exception of 1. This is that one. Question number 10. What punk band released the anti-consumerism single Macy's Day Parade in the year 2000? Was that The Offspring, Fall Out Boy, Good Charlotte, or Green Day? Once again, what punk band released the anti-consumerism single Macy's Day Parade in the year 2000? Was that The Offspring, Fall Out Boy, Good Charlotte, or Green Day? You've got a little less than 10 seconds. Oh, nice. All right, let's see what you guys came up with for our last question of the game. This time we had 2 for Fall Out Boy and 3 for Green Day. Your correct answer was Green Day. Yes, Green Day. This is actually one of my favorite songs. Green Day was a band that like I didn't realize I really liked until I'd been listening to them for 20 years. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everybody gave him shit in the 90s about being too pop punky, but, you know, they rock.
Yeah, I mean, they were ahead of that trend, and it's like their stuff still holds up. Like, it, like...
And you know what they keep? You know what they kept the whole way?
What's that?
Integrity.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, they're legit. Legit, it was one of those funny things. Like, I went to go see them in concert, and I had won tickets to go see them. I was like, do I love this band? I think I love this band. They've just been one of those...
The loudest concert I've ever been to was a Green Day concert.
Oh, yeah?
It was in Denver, and I was in college. It was 1998 or 9. And, man,
Shout out Integrity Farm.
It was so crazy.
Yeah, no, it was... That's the thing, too. It's part of it is that I've been to plenty of shows, but when I went to see Green Day live, they put on the best show I'd ever seen. It's just the energy. Like there's a way to work a room, and these guys know how to do it, especially Billy Joe. And yeah, I just was like, oh crap, okay, I guess I just
Trios
love Green Day.
The best way to keep a band forever is a trio.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Rush, ZZ Top, Green Day. I mean, these are trios that
makes
are
sense.
just forever. I mean, point out a trio that isn't around anymore.
Blink-182 just came back to being Blink-182.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But that was a really weird, like, corporate thing that struggle in there.
Yeah, but the thing, they even still got back together. You're not getting like No Doubt.
I guess I'm still correct though.
Yeah, you're not getting No Doubt back together. You're not getting some of these
That's
other
four
four
people,
people.
No
Yeah,
Doubt.
yeah. The Chili
Four is
Peppers
so much tougher.
can never keep all 4 of those
If
guys
the Chili
together.
Peppers was a trio, no problem.
Yeah, but
The problem is
who
there's
do
not
you-
enough
who do you get rid
talented
of?
guitarists that can fill in that rhythm and lead
Yeah.
at the same time.
All right. Well, with all of that music talk out of the way, let's time to declare our top 3 for this round and who our founding member of the Novemberists is going to be. Here comes our top 3. Now, in third place, we have Whispering for the Babies. Way to go, Whispering for the Babies, 505 points. Third place for you. In second place, 629 points for Real John. Curious who first place is going to be? It's Mitch Dodge. Way to go, Mitch Dodge. Another great round for you there, boss. So 724 points for you there.
Personally,
Turbo,
I think we got hosed on that call.
you did get your 474 points. Darren getting 339. So now we're going to add up all of our points. I think I know who it's going to be for our overall winner, but we'll find out together. In third place, let's see who it is. Hey, there he is, Mitch Dodge, 2,334 points. All right, in second, Turbo. Turbo, you are a second place player,
I take
2,487.
it, but I do not appreciate it. I think
Well, we knew it was going to be Real
Yeah,
John, 3,004
Real John is the
points.
better player. I mean, I just want to put that out there. You know, I can't even.
Well,
I'm
you know,
a shadow of the.
I mean, Real John getting, it looks like over 30, looking
500
38
points.
Let's see. Check out his total amount of correct answers for the whole night. Got 36 out of 50 correct answers, so that's always going to help
7
out.
more than me.
Yeah, so it's he's clear of the next person.
Plus
8.
500 points.
Yeah.
I mean, so even if so it wasn't like, oh, Jeff is busy doing stuff and he couldn't hit the button quick. Like I didn't know the answer.
No, yeah, Real John knows his stuff. He's a real one. So yeah, way to go, Real John. Way to go, everybody who played with us. I hope you guys had a good time playing with us, and we got more trivia coming your way next week. Just looking at the schedule too, just because I know sometimes we do the first one off of the month. We're not going to do that next month. I think next month we'll just go and keep going, because when we get to Christmas and New Year's, those are on Tuesdays this year. So we won't be doing the Trivia Tavern on those Tuesdays. So we'll be making plenty of announcements. What that means is that we got Trivia Tavern every week.
It's Tuesdays until we tell you. For the rest of the year until we tell you.
Yeah, exactly that. Trivia every Tuesday until Christmas Eve, because we're taking that night off.
Yeah, we're not.
So yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for playing. Shout out to Real John. Way to go. Trivia Traveler once again. Shout out Mitch Dodge. As always, shout out Brandy. Shout out everybody that played this. Jenny, J-Dog, Media Killers when he was here. Melody, Cassandra, Stelio.
Hell yeah.
And what was it? Oh, yeah, Whispering for the Babies. I love that name. Gotta keep it quiet for those babies. All right, y'all, but that is it for us here at the Trivia Tavern. I hope you guys had a good time. I always do when I host trivia for you. And I always like to leave you with that one last bit of trivia. And it's that Wondle plus Wondle equals Toodles. We'll see you next week here at the Trivia Tavern.